That's what praise is all about. That's what we do as Christians. We come together, and a lot of times we can come into this place or any service, and we're kind of looking for a show. We're kind of looking for somebody to say, "Okay, we're ready to be entertained. You'll entertain us. You'll do all these crazy things," and we're going to keep doing the crazy things. But we want you to know that the reason we do all the crazy things is to reach people to Jesus Christ. We are desperate to love people. We are desperate to reach people. And we are desperate for our God. I wrote a little song, and I wanted you to hear it. I wanted you to enjoy it. Maybe really experience it. It goes a little like this. No, I'm just kidding. I thought about this today. I don't remember people's names really well. So on the count of three, I want you to shout out your name to me, because I have a memory that is great on this part. So I will remember your name from this moment on, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Wayne!
Oh, come on, I can't remember everybody's name. Shout it out. 1, 2, 3. Wayne! Okay, great. Now, next time you come up to me, I'm going to say, your name is and I'll be okay, because then that's what I heard. Wrote a little song, and I really did write this one. And this is just, so I got to thinking about, some of what we read there, and just that the Lord, that we want to worship Him, that He is God. And that's why we're here, is to worship the Lord. It goes like this.
Don't lie in church. You said earlier, music is fun, it does something to your soul. Okay, then let's try. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA. I was born in the USA. Appreciate the standing ovation and everything. That's really cool. Man, that was awesome. I hope everybody's phone burns up before it uploads. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Wow, welcome, good morning. Have you had fun so far? I have had a blast. We just continue to see God move mightily. Last week we had 430 folks, and we are just continuing to see the great things He's doing, but more importantly, people coming to know Christ. And this is a lot of fun to come out and be able to sing, and I know Renee will be proud. Unfortunately, she had to work in the infant room this morning. I know she'll be sad she missed it. But anyway, tell her it was great. But I love having fun, love going to ball games, love going to lawnmower races last night. Woo! And it was awesome. They had the invocation, and then we sang the national anthem, and then we cut it loose. And it was fun. It was awesome. But one thing about those things is typically before we do those events, we sing the national anthem. And Star Spangled Banner, it's called. And we go out, and some of us are still talking. Some of us are working on our race cars or lawnmowers. Coaches are giving last-minute details. Some of them, not our folks at AC. We're standing at attention. We're paying attention. But you know, sometimes we take that for granted. Sometimes we don't even realize what went in to that song. We don't have a clue. So this morning, maybe we just need to refresh our memories a little bit on what actually happened to inspire someone to write such a song.
There was a lawyer once by the name of Francis Scott Key. He wrote a song that I'm sure you are very well aware of. It's called the National Anthem. As Americans, it is our song. However, we go to a ball game and we hear the words of that song, oftentimes we don't even realize what's being sung. Most of us have memorized those words, thought about what those words mean. Let me tell you a story. Francis Scott Key was a lawyer living in Baltimore. The colonies were engaged, and the sky, although dark, was suddenly lit. And he says from down below, all he could hear from the men, the prisoners, were saying, "Tell us where the flag is. Where's the flag? What have they done with the flag? Is the flag still there? Is the flag still flying over the rampart? Tell us." 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours into the shelling. Every time the bombs would explode, it would be close to that flag. They could still see the flag and the illuminated red glare of that bomb. And Francis Scott Key would report to the men down below. He would say, "It's still up. The flag's still there. It's not down yet." And eventually the admiral came and he said, "Your people are insane. What's the matter with them? Don't they understand that this is an impossible situation for them?" He said that he remembered the words of George Washington, when George Washington had said that the thing that sets the American Christian apart from all other people in the world is that he will die on his feet fighting before he'll live on his knees. The admiral said, "We have now instructed all of the guns to focus on the rampart, to take that flag down." He said, "There's something that we don't understand, however." He said, "Our reconnaissance tells us that that flag has already been hit directly again and again and again, and yet it's still flying. We don't understand that. Now we're about to bring every gun for the next 3 hours to bear down on that point." Francis Scott Key said that the barrage was unmerciful. All that he could hear was the men down below praying the prayer, "God, keep that flag flying where we last saw it." Sunrise came, he said. There was a heavy mist hanging over the land. And there stood that flag, shredded, but you could still see the red, white, and blue colors. The flagpole itself was kind of at a crazy angle, but the flag was still flying at the top. And Francis Scott Key, he rowed ashore, and immediately he went inside Fort Henry to see what had happened. And what he had found was that that flagpole and that flag had suffered repetitious direct hits over and over again. And whenever it had been hit, it had fallen. But men and fathers who knew what it meant for that flag to be lying on the ground, although knowing that all of the British guns were trained upon it, would walk over and pick that flagpole up, and they literally held it up humanly until they died. Their bodies would be removed and others would come and take their place and hold that flag in place. Francis Scott Key said that what held that flagpole in place at that unusual angle were the patriots' bodies. And the song goes like this: "Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. For the rockets' red glare and the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?" It is my prayer that whenever we see the flag, that we'll always remember that story, and we'll always remember the price that was paid.
Pretty awesome when you think about it, huh? I mean, sometimes those words just bounce off of us, and it's hard to imagine going and moving those bodies off so that others could take their place. Wow, what a story. Well, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well after that brief musical interlude. Everybody doing good? Yeah. Hey, I just want to say thanks to everyone for coming out. Last night we had the entire Crosspoint section at the lawnmower race last night for the Faster Pastor. A lot of good benefit for the Crisis Center, and I appreciate that very much. And I know that we're all not at the beach. Raise your hand if you're not at the beach this morning. Okay. Some of you will wake up in a little while and go, "Oh, wait, I was supposed to raise my hand a while ago." We are here today. Going to be an awesome day. You probably have plans, maybe a cookout, maybe fireworks. Make sure you check the fire warning on that. And we don't want anybody coming in next week going, "Man, we had a great 4th. It was awesome." And, so be careful. Lots of fun things going on. But think about why we're doing it. We're doing it to celebrate our independence. We're doing it to celebrate our country. We're doing it because others have died to keep us free. We stop and think about that. Sometimes we just say, "Lord, thank you for our freedom and thank you for our country," and that's it. And sometimes we just kind of blow right past that. So today, we want to make sure we remember that. Because this is our first in a series called Freedom Isn't Free. And sometimes we think that it is. Sometimes we think that wars are fought way away from us. Sometimes we think things happen on other soils. But sometimes they happen right here. And so the freedoms we have, we take for granted many times. So this morning, let's pay particular attention to that. Because see, as it's been said, there's no such thing as a free lunch. There's no such thing as a free bagel and muffin and cup of coffee. Yeah, there is at Crosspoint, right? Yeah. But somebody had to get up, come in early, set up, get that done, so we could have that.